So then what encouraged you to kind of reach out and join the mentorship program? What was that decision process like?
So as I was moving from, I had done this for myself, obviously the only person judging me in that perspective is me. And I thought I did a fantastic job. But as I started working with clients, I was then branching into a space that was a different kind of business than what I as a yoga instructor was wanting to target. And so I needed to learn more, particularly as it came to the different platforms. So looking at how to really maximize Instagram and all of the different areas there, looking at how to really grow on Facebook and then also LinkedIn, and trying to learn the full depth of what those platforms can do, or at least enough to really service my clients well. And so I started looking at what were the different resources that were out there. I had actually bought a bundle, and you were part of that bundle with your LinkedIn Savvy course. And my first go-to is a podcast, because I just feel like there's a connection with getting the opportunity to hear somebody talk. I hadn't even realized that you had a YouTube for your podcast. So I didn't physically see you, but I started to binge your podcast, and I loved the things that I was hearing. And it was right as the mentorship was starting. Like I think the day before is when I heard your podcast that was talking about how you were doing this mentorship. And one of the things you had talked about was reporting. And so how do you look at what it is that you've done and show value? And coming from a corporate space, that's important to me, to be able to go back and figure out how you take those measurements and you show value. And some of the things that you had said on that podcast just really, really spoke to me. And I reached out and had the opportunity to join the mentorship. And that has been so pivotal for me. And the things that have happened over the last 6-8 months. I'm trying to think of when we started that, and having that support as my business shifted through that first year so drastically, and to have that support and to know that some of the things that happened are normal and okay was invaluable to not wanting to just throw in the towel and give up.
Yes. And we love having you in the mentorship program, because I think it's the collective that makes it such a unique experience. It's not just, like you said, learning by yourself. I know I really struggled with the first years of my business, where I was like, am I even doing the right things? I'm making this up. And then I'd have to fail and figure it out, and then be like, oh no, that wasn't the right thing. So as you head into the next year, how will this word focus lead the way for you?
So it has definitely allowed me to figure out who I am looking for as a client. Initially what I thought was my ideal client is not my ideal client. So I'm looking at a different client base, allowing my focus on my package. So knowing what I want to say yes to and what things I have already tried and I've tried it and it's not for me. So I also have, through the mentorship, been able to connect with so many fantastic people that I can refer. So if it's not a client that's right for me, it's not no, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do for you. I can say, hey, you know what? We're not a great fit, but I think I can put you in touch with a couple people that you could talk with who might be. And so that's a really great feeling. Everybody has that I don't want to say no, but really knowing what it is that's my area of specialty